Today we're going to take a look at some insects in Copal, which is a young amber. I'm going to show you my process and then show you some pictures. First we start off with the I'm going to call it amber because instead of Copal, I don't know why, but it's Copal because it's not old enough to be amber. I put it on a stand. I actually have some gooseneck lighting here, and the light that goes with the microscope is not on. I find the bug in the eyepieces, and then I focus the lights on it to get a lighting that I like, and then we can see it on the computer screen. And this is what it looks like when it's on the computer screen. Now, once it's on here, I will do some multi-level focusing to get a bunch of different pictures to stack together with the stacking app. There's a focal adjustment ring on we're using 345 magnification here on a 10x lens. So, and that's adjusted for the size of the computer screen. So there it is, pretty much in focus with the regular focusing knob. And now we're going to try to get each piece of the bug into focus, turning the microfocus ring ever so slightly and capturing each piece as much as we can in focus. And depending on the bug will depend on how many different photos I come up with. When I'm happy with it, then we'll go to the other software. Look at that, gets the wing very well in focus and the back wing. So we can get that back leg in focus. Yeah. Back wing. Abdomen's fairly well in focus. There must be a scratch or something towards the front of the abdomen that we're not going to be able to focus through, but at least we can get the top of the leg there and the thorax and the head pretty good. So I think I'm happy with that. So now we'll go over to the stacking software. Close that last. Add files. And where it starts being yellow here, we'll use these and see if that works a bit better. So let's find out. Okay, that does look much better. Let's save that. Yellower background were laying down, not on the stand when I took the pictures. Okay, let's adjust the brightness a little bit. And the contrast. Yeah, I like that. And you got to flatten it. And I've already used the Smart Sharpen, so I could just click that and it would use my last setting, but I'll just walk through it instead. So I have it on, see if we can see this over here, 4 pixels, and we'll just start down at 0. Usually I like to end around 32, seems to be good. So 18 is kind of sharp. 34 is pretty good. And you see I'm using the advanced. Shadow, usually end that up around 13. I think it's going to be a little less on this one. Highlight. Okay, File, save it. So this is what the two different ones look, the Photoshop one on the right and the one just from the Stacker software on the left. So it does make a big difference.